The sun rise on the Dakar and Italy's Giovanni Sala. Danny explaining, well, he has no time to speak now. He's focused on the race. Well, back to racing it was for the bikers. And back to a normal starting order, unlike the previous specials. More and more villages to be crossed for the competitors of the Dakar. And a very bad day for Frenchman Cyril Desprez. He lost a lot of time on overall leader Mark Coma, over 10 minutes. The reason? Bad navigation in the opening part of the stage. But Mark Coma enjoyed a day alone, and a fine day it was for the Spaniards. Only missing out on victory for over a minute. Because the day's hero was to be local rider Alain Duclos, riding at home and heading to his native town, Bamako.
Et on remet les gaz. Donc qui dit grossissance de freinage, qui regardait beaucoup plus loin. Voilà, attention, il doit y avoir du pêche-pêche là-bas, je vais voir ça un peu.
A lesson of riding with the KTM rider. With the best of his knowledge, the path he used to ride on.
Mon père a fait le voyage de France pour être à Bamako aussi, donc toute la famille est là. Et vis-à-vis tous les gens qui m'ont aidé, je pense que c'est le plus beau cadeau que je puisse leur faire.
Best gift I could offer them. First ever success for Duclos. The race in the cars and the fast tracks of Mali, tracks that Janil de Villiers certainly enjoys. This is where the South African captured his first African special last year. There are quite a few close calls for the South African. De Villiers eventually beat teammate Bruno Sabi to stage victory by over 5 minutes. And on his way to success, De Villiers saw Jutta Kleinschmidt on the side of the road, stopped with mechanical problems after hitting a tree. German seriously damaged her front right wheel and was forced to pull out of the rally. Title holder Stéphane Pété-Ancel was hoping to take it nice and easily and avoid problems, but the Frenchman got lost at kilometer 100. Like Carlos Souza, he ended up behind the Portuguese, stuck in his dust all the way to the finish, losing 20 minutes on the day and a serious argument after the finish line. Carlos drove 100 kilometers behind. Listen. He was just not driving fast enough. A newcomer last year, Gerlin Chichrit, is impressing in his BMW X3. He captured 5th spot, his best ever performance. It was a different story.
50 km to go, you say?
Rafi Cox.
Less. 50. All that work today and it's fucking gone. You can't win,
South African didn't enjoy his day. He still finished 17th, losing over 12 minutes. Looking better and better, Eric Vigourou in his Chevy Pro Truck, 8th on the day. Narrow tracks for the cars, very narrow for the trucks, and when a big one crashes on its side, well, all the competitors behind just couldn't go through. The race was neutralized, except for those in front. And while Hans Stacey continued his winning run, Vladimir Chagin remained a comfortable leader. Stage 12, heading to a new country, Guinea. The last time the rally came here was back in 1996. 4 stages to go before a possible trouble for Stéphane Pété-Ancel. Well, 4, too many. Kilometer 278 of the special. The title holder hit a tree and damaged his rear left wheel. Serious repairs and big time loss. He tried to fix things out. His co-driver. Well, there was a sharp bend, explains Peter Hansel. We hit a tree and we ripped off a rear wheel. Peter Hansel crossed the finish line 3 hours and 16 minutes after his teammate Luc Alphand. Day's victory going to the Frenchman. He certainly was expecting to capture the overall lead in l'Abbé. This time, Alphonse takes a serious option for final or overall victory. His compatriot Alain Chichrit, also a former world-class skier, captured second spot, improving his best performances day after day. The winner of the previous stage, Daniel de Villiers, started in first position. He finished third. His satisfaction, second spot overall, 20 minutes behind Alphonse. Interesting indeed. Tomorrow we'll start ahead of de Villiers, so he will have to catch me and overtake me. It'll be hard for him.
Plus difficile, c'est les routes qui sont vraiment étroites, c'est très piégeux et très cassant.
Probably we underestimated these stages in Africa, here in Guinea and in Mali, because they're very difficult, very narrow, a lot of tree stumps and rocks, and I think it's much more tricky than we thought.
To the bike race, and Chris Blaze, maybe the man of the future. Only his second Dakar at 25 years of age, the US biker captured third spot of the special. Mark Goma continued his road to glory. Smooth riding for the Catalan. He finished second on the day. And with 3 days to go, he's getting closer to a first ever triumph. Well, it was to be Cyril Depray's day on this 12th stage, a 14th special success for the Frenchman, his fourth this year. And as expected, on the way to l'Abbé, the bikers were to cope with river crossings. Time for a mud bath. One had to be careful not to remain stranded. Carlo De Gavado lost a lot of time because of water in his engine. And so to stage 13, entering the last country, Senegal, heading from l'Abbé to Tambacounda. And tragedy on the road of the Dakar. When he was 25, a young boy was hit by a car and died during his transfer by medical helicopter. Thousands and thousands of locals cheering the Dakar competitors all the way to Senegal. Newcomer Jonas Street impressed by clinching second spot of the special. 5 minutes were eventually taken off his final time for stopping to help Jean Diaz Avedo, injured and out of the race. A sad day as well for the best lady biker, Ludivine Puy. She broke her pelvis when avoiding a child. Meanwhile, Hungary's Ekos Varga continued his shaky road to Dakar. For Giovanni Sala, it was to be a first win this year, the 9th of his career. He completed his third spot overall, and that was his main goal. With 3 stages to go, Luc Alphonse needed to avoid trouble, but also had to keep an eye out on his closest rival, Daniel de Villiers, while the Frenchman enjoyed a fine day. Not only did he beat the South African, he also captured his second special win. De Villiers struggled with navigation, failing to find a waypoint, losing time overall. Penultimate stage of the Dakar, and still enough kilometers for upset. The competitors head all the way to final destination, Dakar. And a nightmare of a stage for Cyril Deprez. Kilometer 160, the winner of last year's event, went on a bad direction. Furious he was at the roadbus, trying left, trying right. And almost all followed him. Chaos on the Dakar. Stopping to discuss, still looking for the right track. First, one man, then a small group, that became bigger and bigger, closer. 30 bikers, including the big names, looking for the right way to go. The time lost between 30 and 40 minutes. Alex Winters suffered a crash on his way to the finish line. Meanwhile, men were enjoying their journey to Dakar. Fitinier and Coma, the Frenchman, captured his first win this year, got into the finish line with a tiny 33-second advantage to the Spaniards. Coma finished second, but his new overall lead on Desprez was huge. 1 hour, 13 minutes.
Por suerte hemos podido seguir delante. Hemos encontrado bien la ruta gracias al equipo. Yo y Jordi Alonso estaban trabajando conmigo, me han ayudado mucho.
Well, like the bikes, the cars had trouble with navigation. Alphonse, followed by De Villiers, both looking for the right way to go.
But I think, you know, when we... There is the main pit. Here, on the other side. Yeah, let's call it some... Here's this pit. This is this side of the...
Overall leader, Alphonse even stopped to ask a biker, but smartly kept an eye out on his closest rival, only 20 minutes adrift. He just got lost seriously, but we're with Volkswagen. And in front, De Villiers behind, so that's okay. Nani Roma was the fastest at CP1, but it also went all wrong, all the way to the finish. And the day's winner was to be Gerlin Chichrit, a first ever victory for the Frenchman in his BMW X3. So to the final stage of this 28th Dakar around the Lac Rose, and smiles on the faces of all. At last, the Lac Rose. Congratulations time between Coma and Roma, and between car winner, Luc Alphonse. And off they went to the last 31 kilometers. No time special today due to the recent bad event that shook the Dakar. And celebration time for Mark Coma, thanking his KTM Repsol teammate, his wife, and also dedicating his victory to Andy Caldecott, his teammate, who passed away just a few days ago. And a traditional handshake between the title holder, Desprez, and the new champion. At last, podium time for the Catalan, who wins his first ever Dakar. Cyril Desprez finishing second, while Giovanni Sala is well satisfied by his third spot. The overall rankings, and a huge lead for Coma ahead of Desprez, over an hour. Sala third, Chris Blaze fourth for his second Dakar. Valdetta wants to be in the top five, he's sixth. Thumbs up to Helder Rodriguez, a newcomer, who's ninth. Well, time for a lap of honour for Luc Alphonse, the 2006 Dakar winner, and more glories for Mitsubishi. A sixth consecutive win for the Japanese brand. And just 100 meters to go. And joy on the face of the former skier.
Oh, merci. Tu vas faire une belle balade. Ouais.
4 out of 5 for Volkswagen, while the German brand were hoping victory. They'll be satisfied by de Villier's second spot, 5-stage wins on this 28th edition. 1 to de Villier's 4 for Carlos Sainz. All three Schlesser buggies made it to the finish, with 3 special successes, 2 for Magnaldi and 1 for Voss, Jean-Louis Schlesser. Carlos Souza was secretly hoping to make it on the podium. He finished 7th. And only a second appearance on the Dakar for Guerin Chichrit, a stage win and the best of the BMW boys. He was 9th overall. Jean-Jacques Raté won the prestigious production category. And it was then time for the podium ceremony and a presidential welcome for Luc Alphand. Big smile as well on the faces of Gilles de Villiers and co-driver Tina Turner. And finally, congratulations to Florence Bourgnon and co-driver Corentin Quignou, the only lady crew to make it to the finish line. In the overall standings, Luc Alphand finishes the rally with a 17-minute lead on de Villiers. Roma 3rd, Peter Hansel only 4th. In 9th position, Guerin Chichrit, certainly very satisfied. In the truck race, Vladimir Chagin conquered his 5th Dakar crown. He'll be hoping to do just as well in Dakar number 29.